Mm-mm.
Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Carr now to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Down, 185. Hey, 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 hey.
From midfield, here's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allow the defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check, 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 check.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check. Kill, kill, kill. Heavy. Hands up.
Now Joe Mixon. Oh, he shifts past him. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And some room to work. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Tyre Whitehead, top 10 in tackles last year, up to make the play.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the toss, Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. It was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. On 1st down, Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
What?
Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. He was looking for Matthews that time. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions.
Why you ain't get that ball, you
disaster,
stupid
but another
fool?
one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
It's got to be a long day.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 3rd down. Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Jet sweep, Boyd with it, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Hands up, lead. Switch.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Dalton, they'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Taking it about the 16. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games?
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Supposed to be.
Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Crowell.
Oh, man.
Nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Okay, let me see. X.
From the 44, Carr.
Dang it.
This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On the draw, Richard. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
This guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
First down, Bengals.
So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again.
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The final act of the first half. Dalton going deep for Eifert. And that is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight. Scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 76 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically. Because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll run on first down. Crowell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, it's Crowell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, Crowell. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Jesse Bates made the tackle for the safety spot.
Let's see if I can pass.
Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Carr. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On third down, Richard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
I can't never get dog put. Stupid.
Here's Matt Wild now. He's been terrific so far. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bengals will get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. Crowell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Crowell.
Dang it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. The try. But he hits his man, Matthews. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run with Crowell. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Come on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Crowell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. On the run, it's Crowell. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Come on.
Monday, down. 180. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Carr gives to Richard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Okay, let's see. Let's do this. I should have took a field goal. I should have took a field goal.
They come out here in the eye. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go with a big bang. Corral. Yes. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Isaiah Crowell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
No.
It's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Because of that stupid kick.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And Eifert has it. And now running right through it. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati
Stupid
score.
shit.
Tyler Eifert.
Stupid.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
Stupid
and the
jump.
Bengals, they widen their lead. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles.
Sorry,
it's one thing to be an elite
jump.
speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio
Find me
Brown.
another
You're not
defense.
talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I was like, what, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
What?
Carr now on 1st down. He's got a 1st down past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. 2nd year in Oakland for Walter after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, you know, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. And now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Matthews, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Stupid jump.
Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. On 2nd down now.
Come on.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Raiders on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Carr going to throw. And the throw going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room.
Stupid
An excellent
jump.
return that time, 26 yards.
Get
And the
my
Bengals
last
will
nerve.
take over in terrific field position.
It's hot.
Mixon with a first down carry. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Jet sweep to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down.
I'm not going that way. You crazy?
Between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
There's my other run games.
This is Richard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense. This home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it,
that
but
R1?
maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Dang it.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
Oh, I'm not
They
going
face
through
a
that way.
critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Richard.
Come on, come on, come on.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for him with
God dang it.
And he's not going to get there.
Stupid
Might
idiot.
have even lost a yard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back.
I hate this.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Again, it's Mixon. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
On first down, Mixon. And he loses the football a second time. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Why is it?
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by B.W. Webb.
I shouldn't
and
even
a big
throw it.
turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Stupid jump.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bengals, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.